Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. I'm just here this morning because I wanted to make another video for you, and I just decided that in this particular video that I'm going to make is I'm going to talk about my grandmother. And basically what happened was she was born in 1910, and when she was a teenager, she was walking in the woods or something, and don't ask me how she did it, but she fell on a stick, and the stick gouged her in her calf, and it never healed. That wound, the wound made when the stick gouged her in the calf, never healed. She probably didn't get any medical treatment for that, and I'm just wondering if she had gone to get some medical treatment, if it would have healed. But I doubt very seriously she got any medical treatment for that. And then she went her whole life with this wound on her calf. And I can remember being in the country, living in the country, and she would be on this big lazy boy recliner, and I remember her putting a bandage on that wound. It never healed. And then finally, so she was in so much pain that they gave her antidepressants, because these antidepressants were supposed to cut off the nerves, and so to keep her from feeling pain. But from what I understand is she still felt pain. Even if you touched her toe or something like that, she would be in pain. So finally she was in so much pain that finally she agreed to let them amputate her leg, her lower leg. That's how much pain she was in, because these antidepressants that they gave her didn't short circuit the nerves and didn't do anything with the pain. So they amputated her leg, and I remember I phoned her one time and she said, "Oh, I want my leg back." So she regretted them taking her leg even after they amputated her leg. And then well, she still kept having strokes. Even after they amputated the leg, she still kept having strokes. So I don't know if she took any diabetic medication or not. I don't know if she took any medication for high blood pressure or not. So I know that she wasn't supposed to have sugar because she was diabetic, like I'm diabetic now. And I'm sure being diabetic didn't help this wound on her calf, because the thing about diabetes is an endemic disease, and it affects every part of your body, and you get a lot of infections. So that probably had an effect on that wound not healing. And so they amputated her leg. She wanted her leg back. And then I think she died a few years later of strokes. And then my aunt was looking after her, taking care of her. And the thing about it is I got diabetes off my grandmother, and I have to be really careful. Like in the summer, last summer, I had an infection on my toe because I was trying to get a corn off my toe, and when I was trying to get a corn off my toe, it rubbed the corn raw, and then I got an infection. And fortunately, I live in the UK, so I was able to go see a doctor, which is free at the point of service if it's NHS. And I was prescribed antibiotics, and that cleared the infection. But now I can't do anything about the corns. If I have a corn, I just have to leave it there and not try to mess with it, because I don't want to get another infection. And I also wear tennis shoes. I wear tennis shoes to just about everything, because obviously if I wear nice shoes, they might rub a blister or something on my foot, and then I could get an infection, and we don't want that, do we? So if you ever see me, you'll see me, I'll be most probably in tennis shoes. And that's it. I just wanted to tell you this story about my grandmother. And then my cousin that had the heart transplant, she had a skin graft on her leg where she had skin necrosis. And they think that maybe my grandmother had skin necrosis that was never treated. And that is just the problem that we had living in the country. We didn't get medical treatment. You had to pay to see a doctor, and so obviously they didn't want to pay. So it wasn't just the children that weren't getting medical treatment, it was the adults weren't getting medical treatment either. And my grandmother's life could have been so much different if she had gotten medical treatment for that wound on her calf, that they may have been able to heal it, give her some antibiotics or something to heal it. But they never did, and so she just pretty much spent her life on that lazy boy recliner. And I remember she would be changing the wound, changing a bandage on the wound. And I felt that I should mention that it wasn't just children that didn't get medical treatment. It was adults that didn't get it either. I mean, my mom got medical treatment because she was on my stepdad's insurance, but he didn't put the children on his insurance, so we just had to suffer, or I suffered. And it just shows where her priorities lied, that she made sure she got the best medical treatment that you could get in Arkansas, but she was allowing her children to do without. That is a typical example of her mentality and her personality. And I rang her the other day and she was like, I love you, and it just falls on deaf ears, because you show people you love them by what you do for them. And she did very little for me. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to making more videos for you in the future.